Great. Hello, everyone. My name is Stefan, Nicola. I'm a reporter with Bloomberg News. I cover the German tech sector from Berlin, and I'm super delighted to be speaking with Niklas Östberg, the CEO of Delivery Hero. Now, as Marco already said, Delivery Hero is a very prominent example of the Berlin startup community. One of the success stories, June 30, 2017 IPO. You are now joining the MDAX. You're active in 40+ countries, and you're processing 1 million orders a day. That's quite something. Niklas, let's start in Germany, because we are in Berlin, and as far as I've heard, Germany is one of the most competitive and difficult markets when it comes to food ordering. Can you tell us a bit about the German market and how your strategy is to win that market?
Sure. Yeah, so first of all, you have to start ordering. I know Germans don't order food. For whatever reason there is, you order less food than the rest. So that's the first step. We have to get people to understand that food ordering is cool, it's good, it's nice. We have all type of restaurants. We deliver fast. So that's the first challenge to solve. Then, of course, it's a highly competitive market. It's not most important market. It's probably on the list of 10th, 11th, 12th importance. While our competitor, this is their most important market. So, of course, we're finding someone who has Germany as the only market that matters. And that's tough, but I think we have been doing a really good job. We have a good business, it's growing fast, it's doing well. So, yeah, pretty happy.
And obviously, the competition always gives rise to speculation that there might be takeovers. How willing are you to sort of drive M&A in these contested markets?
We have always proven to be open to transactions when they make sense. At the same time, we look at Germany. We have a great business. It's growing fast. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say, but we processed more than 7.2 million orders last quarter. And I believe that was more than anyone else. We're in a strong position. There is no need for us. We can continue to fight for 10 years, 20 years, and it doesn't matter. But of course, if something makes sense, something makes sense.
Yeah, and you've mentioned that Germans order less than others. Can you talk a bit about a market where people order more, and why is that?
Yeah, you have most markets ordering more. So the whole Asia, Latin America, Middle East. As an example, we do more orders in Kuwait than we do in Germany.
In total, as a total figure?
In total figure, yeah. And it grows much faster.
Yeah.
So it's growing faster, more orders. Which also means that per capita, it's a multiple of what we order here in Germany. But it's not only Kuwait, and the same is in Latin America, same is in Asia, same is in other Middle Eastern markets. You see same in some Southern European markets as well. Yeah, I don't know why Germans don't order as much.
And what is your strategy in these markets where there are less orders per customer than in others? What's your strategy to get these people to order more? Innovative concepts, new technologies? What is there for you as a strategy?
I think in general, in any markets, you have to build the best service. Getting the food fastest, the best restaurants, easier to order. It should take 20 seconds, not 10 minutes. So constantly work on innovations or improvements that enables this. Then, of course, you also have to market and advertise your service. But I think for us, we have been way more focused on the operations in Germany. We have underspent others, but still been growing really fast because I think we're building a better product. I think we have the key accounts are with us. You can order McDonald's, you can order Burger King, you can order and all the Smileys, etc. We have the delivery service that you can get food in 25, 30, 35 minutes, predictable, tracked. So we invested a lot more in product and service and much less in marketing. And I think that's a good thing. Long term, that's what we believe is going to be the winner. And gradually we'll probably invest more and more in marketing as we have a better service.
Yeah, and you're also doing quite some innovative things in individual markets. I read that you invested in sort of a grocery business in Latin America. Can you tell us a bit about your strategy behind that investment and how you want to sort of increase orders there?
Yes, that's interesting, and it's a very strong team, and we like to back strong teams. So that's point number one. Secondly, of course, it's very interesting to see if someone can solve the whole groceries, getting whatever milk, bread, toothpaste in 20, 25, 30 minutes to your door. And I think that is what we are looking into, if we can solve it in a profitable way. If we can, then we have a head start in many areas. So therefore, we do that in Latin America. We do that in a few other continents as well. And this team we are learning a lot, and we support them. And I think they are hugely successful since then.
And that business is called Rappi, right? Is that the way to
Correct.
pronounce it, Rappi? And so that means in Latin America, I can order my burger or my pizza, but I can also order toothpaste or toilet paper to be delivered alongside of that, right? Is that correct?
Correct.
And that, of course, would increase shopping carts. It would increase total sales, I guess. Is that something you are thinking about scaling to other markets if it succeeds in those local markets?
Yes, it doesn't necessarily mean that you increase basket, because you will usually not order your pizza and your toothpaste at the same time. It will also be two different stores as it is right now. But it means that you will more frequently be with our app. And we build stronger connection to our consumers. We build more services for them, which also means that we lot of leverage our user base and the size there, building strong connection.
Yeah,
and we already scale it out in a few other, so we probably have 5 or 10 markets where we have also done groceries ourselves.
Oh, exciting. So also about customer retention then. Now, you are also experimenting with sort of new kitchen concepts. You are already renting out kitchen space to restaurants, but as far as I know, there's more stuff you're experimenting with to sort of become more of a platform and push sort of the experience of ordering. Can you talk a bit about what you think are sort of some of the most promising and exciting concepts?
Can't go into details, but yeah, no, we have been testing with kitchen. We've built kitchen for a couple of years. So now suddenly people are excited about it. That's good. But for us, this is something we've been experimenting for a long time to see, is there a concept that can actually make this work? And for us, building 100, 200, 500 kitchen doesn't matter. It's too small. So therefore, we really want to know what we're doing, and if we scale it properly. But then you also need to know that it can actually make sense. And if there is someone who can make it work, it's probably someone who sits on the traffic, on the users, on the data, on that network, the logistics. So if this is a concept that works, I think we will be there.
But you can't give sort of an example of a cool concept that you're testing and that could see the light of the day in a bigger way.
I think we have done many concepts that have worked really well. The question is, can we scale it without adding an immense amount of operational nightmare of building thousands of kitchens? So that's more evaluating, can we make this work on a scalable way or not? And if we can, then it's clearly making the user experience better. And that's what we're all about, and that's what we're investing in.
Yeah, and you are... beyond the new kitchen concepts, you're obviously also thinking about, or assuming you're thinking about, using new technologies to integrate into the ordering process. I mean, people have talked about delivery by drones, people have talked about virtual or augmented reality, voice ordering. What sort of some of the technologies that you are investing in that you think can really improve the user experience even more?
I think we test most things. It's very easy and cheap to test. And building voice ordering from whatever Alexa or Echo, so that's easy. And a couple of developers, and you build something. The hard part is to make something that is good, and then you have to invest a lot of money. But first, you want to see that it works on the small scale. So yes, we have voice ordering and so on. There's also other ways of improving the experience of building voice into our applications to make it easier to order. So of course, we test these things. I think it's interesting, very excited what will happen also on the drones, robotics, and so on, that can actually further improve our industry, make it easier to order, make it cheaper, better for the world to order, and maybe that also makes the German order more.
Yeah, well, let's see. I'm going to look at the time, and we're almost out of time. I just want to ask one last question. The overarching, the question everyone always asks: profitability. When's it going to be the case? You're obviously still growing. Is there any target you can share with us, or any updates on that?
I think what we said and communicated in the past, that we will have a scale and size that we will be break even at the end of the year or full year next year. Yeah,
and that's still the case.
We still grow in the pace that we plan, or faster than we planned. So we clearly have that possibility, and that's what we're working towards. Then I have to say there are other goals that are more important. So making sure that we build the best experience, making sure that we win our markets, and making sure that we build the best service are even more important goals. EBITDA is just come as a consequence of size and scale. But as the scale is doing really well, yeah, that's what we.
Great. So still on track on profitability. Thanks so much, Niklas, for your time, and thanks to you for listening.
Hey, thank you.
Great.
Thanks.